Corey. Yes, monkeys on their backs. What an image! So we have former Christians calling themselves atheists who have a monkey on their back, which is the form of Christianity which haunts them. Then we have certain groups of Christians. They have a monkey on their back too. It's the theory of evolution. It's just primates everywhere. Yes, everybody's got a monkey on their back. I love it, and it sums it all up as addiction. That's great. That's great. Hey, communication on YouTube. I sometimes think that this is like finding messages in bottles. We do these videos. We write a little video letter and we kind of toss it out into the YouTube currents. We don't know who's going to find it. And then somehow we've got the currents worked out that some people can subscribe to our currents. And we can also catch a message in a bottle, and we can attach our own little message to it and throw it back into a current. And then other people find it and they can read all the other messages. I guess it's more complex, more sophisticated than just a message in the bottle. Hi, but it's still there. The message in the bottle thing, though, actually, it could take years. Well, you can't really do a correspondence with a message in a bottle, right? I mean, you can't do a reply message because the currents go off. You just have to, when you find your message in your bottle, you kind of got to run off and say, "Hey, this guy's on this island." Of course, where's the island? Hopefully the guy put in the coordinates, longitude and latitude. But yeah, so I guess come to think of it, it's not really like a message in a bottle at all. The analogy sort of falls to the ground the more I look at it. But it still feels that way sometimes, doing a video and just kind of throwing it out, and then sometimes finding a video. Of course, if we could have correspondence with messages in bottles, it would be very strange, wouldn't it? I mean, because for all we know, it takes years for the message to reach the person. Who knows how much they've changed? It'd be like finding a letter that was sent to you and never reached you, sent to you in maybe adolescence, and then 30 years later, it arrives. The post office finds it and delivers it to you. So, wow, this is wild. Um, because it's not really to you anymore, huh? It's too past you. Um, yeah, communication on. What is it about communication when if you can quicken the speed, shorten the time of the communication, then you can kind of actually get um, what is that like? It's almost like a feedback in the sense that something goes and there's a sort of coming together in conversation. But if you extend the time, it then becomes more like throwing letters at each other. You don't get into a reciprocal or at least the illusion of almost instantaneity. Actually, it's funny because I can spell that in my head in front of me, but I can't say it very well. Um, I don't know. It's strange. It's just a matter of time. That's all it takes. Maybe because our memories are so bad too, huh? We forget pieces. Muses. Those are the muses. It's the muse of YouTube videos affecting us. There's a point I just completely forgot about. I'm sorry, but I was going to say something and I thought it was worth saying. But of course, I think it's all worth saying here on YouTube. Uh, is it? I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's all meaningless. But yes, I think we can have conversations. It's just not going to have that instantaneous sort of coming together, sort of synergistic third thing, where people walk away feeling like they somehow shared something or immediately changed something. There's less of a feeling of sharing when you have this distance and time. Um, yeah, that's the story. If I think of that other point, I'll tack it on here. Uh, Good talking to you. Symbolic out.